start our first demo of the evening. We're going to do 3 demos, about 10 minutes each, and Bryan's going to get started, so I will let Bryan have the floor.
What's up? Best Day Fitness, how you guys feeling? Yeah, nice. That was pretty good, but I feel like we could do like a 2X on that. So Best Day Fitness, how are we feeling? Yeah, there we go. Nice. So guys, I'm Bryan Bell. I'm the owner of Conscious Fitness. So I specialize in calisthenics, bodyweight training, as well as plant-based nutrition. So I work with people, all different types, people, backgrounds. But today I'm going to be showing you guys a pull-up demo. So we're going to be going through some movements to help you either get your first pull-up, to increase your form, increase your reps. So we're going to be looking at some of the fundamentals. So I'm going to be doing a workshop here, March the 24th at 10 a.m. right here in this very same spot. You guys are all welcome, and I'm going to give you a crash course today. So does that sound good? You guys want to learn how to do some pull-ups? Yeah, sweet. Okay, so some of the first things I like to share, normally, like if we're going to do a pull-up, a lot of people think it's going to be more of an arm exercise. And like, yeah, I'm using my arms, but really the main thing I'm going to be using, does anyone want to guess? Core definitely involved. Back. Where'd that come from? Yeah, it's back. So with the pull-ups, we're using our lats, our traps, our rhomboids, our teres, basically the entire back. So the first thing though, before we get started on trying to pull ourselves up, the real beginning part of this movement is going to come down to our grip strength. So being able to just grab the bar and just relax and hold ourselves up. So if you guys want to just give me maybe a hand raise, how many of you all have access to a pull-up bar either at home, at a gym you go to, or at a nearby park that you could go to throughout the week? Awesome.
I got this one.
Yeah. Christopher's got enough for everybody right here. So the main thing is if you start focusing on grip strength first, that's going to be the fundamental. So if you don't have access to a pull-up bar and you're not hanging, you're probably not going to be able to get a pull-up because we need to get that grip strength first. So the second thing that's going to come into play, once we get grip strength and you just get used to just holding yourself, relaxing here, this is called a passive hang. So I'm just letting everything go. I'm just letting everything sink. This is also really good for your spine to just decompress your spine. But what we're going to focus on next is actually engaging the back. So before I pull up, what I'm going to do is actually use my shoulder blades and I'm going to pull them down. So this is something we can all do together. Just find a little exercise with the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades or the scapula allow us to basically start this movement. So we're going to go through a few of the starting main motions of the scapula. We can all just do this together. So let's go ahead and just shrug the shoulders up. Yep, just bringing them right to your ears. Nice. And go ahead and relax and go to neutral. Excellent. And now we're going to go down. You might not have as much range here, right? Maybe an inch or so, maybe less. And then we'll come back to neutral. Good job. So next we're going to pull them back. Nice. So think about squeezing something in the middle of your back. Excellent. And relax back to center. And now finally, we're going to round them forward. And this is probably what we look like all day long on our cell phones, right? So this is probably a little more natural for us than we want. So we're going to come back to neutral. So when I say neutral, hopefully chest out. Hopefully this isn't your neutral. If it is, we definitely need to work on these rows in the back muscles. So what we've just done with the scapula, we've done elevation. We can go through it one more time. So elevation, back to neutral, depression, nice, back to neutral, retraction, excellent, and then protraction, right? So just think about up, down, back, forward. So does anyone want to guess when we do a pull-up, which of those motions are we using? We've got elevation, depression, retraction, protraction. What'd you say? Oh, you're depressed. So I got a few things. Any other answers? Depression, I heard depression. Depression, there's one more too actually. Depression and retraction, right. So when we do that pull-up, when I first go from here, my passive hang, when I pull down my shoulder blades, I'm in that depression, right? Now this is what we call an active hang. So when I pull all the way up, now that's the full retraction and depression. So a nice starting exercise, once you can do this active hang, where you come up here, we can actually do scapula pull-ups. So just getting used to working these muscles, engaging these muscles, because this is what's going to allow us to pull ourselves up, but also using the scapula allows us to move the whole body as a unit. And it's all from starting with that back strength right there first. So once you get used to doing the scapula pull-ups, the next thing we want to work on is, if you can't do a full pull-up yet, we want to work on a horizontal pulling pattern. So what I really like, you know, you can go to a gym, you can use dumbbells and do rows, things like that. You can also do like a cable pulley machine, but we want to work on that retraction. So I really like gymnastic rings, or you can use TRX bands. So what that's going to look like is just doing a horizontal pull. So the closer I get to more of a vertical position, the easier it's going to be, right? Because I'm using gravity as my resistance. So if I come all the way down here, it's going to be a lot harder. So this is a great way to progress, is anyone can do this, right? Anyone can start from up here, build up some strength, and slowly, slowly, slowly get lower and lower and lower and lower. So raise the hands. How many people feel like this is accessible for you so far? At least some of these steps. Excellent. A lot of hands up. So that's really where you want to start, right? So we think, let's review everything so far. Grip strength, so being able to just hold yourself, get that grip strength. This is also super, super important as we age. Being able to pick things up, because we're connecting. When you wrap your fingers around this bar, you're connecting all the way through your arm, all the way into your lats and your back. So it's super cool. That's where it starts. And then we engage the shoulder blades, draw them down, pull them back. And then we work on this horizontal pulling pattern. So after that, what we need to do to actually get the motion of the pull-up before you do a pull-up, well, how do we do it? So the idea is to get the full range of motion with what we have available, which right now it can't be our body weight, but what we can do is take some of the resistance away from our body. That's why I like using a resistance band. So this one's pretty light, but you're gonna have bands in all different types of sizes and thickness. So the way that would work, and you'll see plenty of videos of people on the internet, you know, dropping this, snapping it, hitting themselves in the face. So I'm gonna show you the nice, slow, controlled way to use these without, you know, becoming a meme on the internet. So what you wanna do, because this is a band, you wanna grab it at the lowest point, and I like to pull it down. So right now, this is just like a safe spot. So if I let this go, obviously it's not gonna be good. It'll be good for you guys because you'll laugh, but it won't be good for me. So what I wanna do is step one foot through, press my foot all the way down, and then I'll stand up. So this is where I'm at next. So you have a couple options here. You can either keep the other foot outside of the band, grab on here, and then do your pull-up, or we can do both feet in. So it's gonna be a little bit of a preference. Now if I have both feet in, it's gonna be more resistance, right? If I have one foot out, it's gonna be a little less. But some people might find you have more control because this foot is out here. So once I actually come out and I drop down, now I'm in the same passive hang here, right? Active hang. Now I come up, I can do my pull-up, and I can lower myself down. Now when I come out of the band, it's gonna be the same sequence. I'm gonna step out, nice and easy. And don't worry, on the pull-up workshop I do here next month, I'll help you through this process. You're not gonna be on your own. Then what I like to do is just bring the knee up. Now guess what? There's less tension across. So if I let this go now, it's not gonna be as dangerous of a situation as if I was down here. So now I just pull this out. Look at that, nice and easy. So once we find a band that you can work with for a rep range of maybe, you know, 8 to 10 or 12 of these, as you build up that movement through the range of motion, we're basically teaching the body, hey, this is what we do to do the full pull-up. So we can slowly, slowly, slowly take away resistance and eventually get the full pull-up. Now this uses what's called the SAID principle, so specific adaptation to imposed demand. So if I want to do a pull-up, if I want to do any exercise at all, I have to train the best of my ability through that full range of that motion of that exercise. So that's why, like, if I'm going to do this horizontal pull, if I want to do it in like a tuck like this, and that's my goal, the best I can do, if I can't do that yet, I would start here, right? And all these things build. And so that's how we get from point A to point B. But the best exercise to actually get the pull-up, you guys ready for it? I heard like maybe one person. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. So the best exercise to get the pull-up will be shown March the 24th at 10 a.m. at the pull-up workshop from beginner to pro right here at Best Day Fitness. But if you all noticed, I showed it somewhere in there. You just might not have seen it. So cool little extra thing. So the workshop is going to be a 2-hour workshop. We're going to go through all this in a lot more detail. Everyone who comes is also going to get a 6-week pull-up program. So it's something that they can actually commit to based off of their level and actually build up that strength. So tickets are $35, but if you guys purchase one tonight, you're going to get a special deal at just $25. And so this is a QR code. So it's going to be for the workshop. You're going to get admission for the 2-hour workshop, but you'll also get a 6-week pull-up workout program, which will help you actually progress through the exercises based off of where you are, looking at some of the ones we've shown tonight and also some extra things that are still yet to come. So if you guys are interested, I got a handy QR code. Everybody knows how to use these after COVID now, right? So nice and easy. But yeah, for the rest of the night, if you guys have any questions and want to talk pull-ups or anything body weight training or plant-based nutrition, I'm right here for you. I also do one-on-one coaching throughout fitness and nutrition. So the main thing I do is really body transformations, so taking you from like point A to point B. And with that comes change in body composition. So increase of muscle mass, decrease of fat mass, but also increase of health, increase of mobility, and just, yes. If you invest in your health now versus, when there's an issue or there's a problem, it's going to be a lot cheaper and it's going to be a lot more fun to do it, now when we're healthy. So I appreciate you guys. My name is Bryan Bell. Conscious Fitness is my brand here in St. Pete. And you guys got any questions for us tonight? Come hang out. If you want to test out the rings, it's all for you guys. So let's have fun the rest of the night. Thanks, Bryan. Yeah, thank you.